Hey Sarah, how are you? I thought I'd do this quick little video. I don't want to make it so super long, so if I don't address any of your questions in this video, just let me know and I can answer them. But I wanted to just let you know that, so what we do as coaches, we run virtual challenge groups, and they are through, some people do them through Facebook, but Beachbody also has a app that lets you run them through it's called the Challenge Tracker, and it's similar to Facebook in the fact that they have feeds and people can post and things like that. So people post exercise, people post their Shakeology, their nutrition, things like that. And we as coaches, we post our nutrition, our exercises, recipes, tips and tricks, motivation, and everybody, the goal is to have everybody check in daily, and just it's a source of accountability that they have to check into, and we as coaches help them through whatever struggles they're going through, and also the other people that are involved in the group their participation usually will help other people along the way. So it's a really cool thing because a lot of people, if they're just doing things on their own, they just don't get things done. I mean, unless they're people like you where you're really dedicated and you're not going to miss a day unless you're sick type of thing. But most people aren't like that. They need the push from somebody else, and it's good to not have to like meet with somebody, but to have it virtually. So that's kind of like a challenge group, and I was kind of mentioning that Beachbody already has like templates for us to post on there. Now, my background is personal training and dietitian, so I use a good amount of the templates I do, but I like jazz them up and update them to whatever, I tweak them to whatever I want to do. So it's a good kind of base, but for a couple months I was just doing that, and I'd maybe add extra things here and there until I got the groove of it, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable to add more things. So that's that. And the nutrition aspect is a lot of people are like, oh, that's just so scary because I don't want to like get into something that's a diet that's restricting all of these things. But it's basically you eat whatever you want to eat, but it's just in moderation. So it's portion control and just teaching people how to do that and change their mindset about food and to change their lifestyle habits rather than like, okay, for 30 days you can't eat bread, you can't eat candy, you can't eat these certain fruits or things like that. So we teach them how to make these lifestyle changes and making it long term. And I think that's really what's powerful in the fact that people stick with us for a long time is because they're trying to make all these little changes, and it will take a good amount of time as well. So, and it's totally doable. It's easy. Like when people get their Shakeology, there's like a nutrition plan, and I've made a video, and I'll send it to you if you were becoming a coach, because I've made it and it kind of breaks it down and makes it a little easier for people to understand. And that's just something extra that I did. So that's kind of like how we run things now. The workouts are all online. It's beachbody.com or Beachbody on Demand, and they have access to over 700 workouts that they could do. So depending upon what type of program or what goal they have, there's like cardio, there's more strength training, things like that. I mean, you know that. So we kind of figure out what their goal is and what their activity level is at the time and put them on that program. Now, our challenge groups are usually 21 days with 1 week at the first to kind of prep them for like, this is how you log on, this is how you meal plan, this is how you do everything, so that by the start of day 1, they're like full-fledged going. But I will say that all my challenge groups, I have people just continuing on because they're like, I still need you. I still want the accountability. And so there's that. Now, the daily commitment for a coach and like the time commitment. So I'll do my workouts early in the morning, like at 4:45, because I have 2 kids and I work full time. So there's no other time. And then I may do like 10 minutes here and there, or 10 minutes in the morning of like posting things or making my stories, Instagram stories, something like that. And throughout the day, it's just like 10 minutes here and there chatting with people about my challenge groups. I have like a 40-minute commute to work, from work, all that. And so by the time I actually like get to sit down after my kids are in bed, it's probably about 7:30, and I maybe do like 30 to 40 minutes of work there. Getting ready for my post for the next day, making sure, inviting people in my challenge groups, following up, things like that. So it's really like, all in all, with my workouts, it may be like an hour and a half a day, but that's a pretty full day for Beachbody for me. So it's just very sporadic. I don't have a lot of time, so I make my time very efficient and useful. So I know there are some people that don't work full time and they do this and they can invest a lot more time into this, but you make it what you want to make it. So I just try to be really efficient with my time because I don't have very much time, So, okay. And then one thing I know that you're like, okay, how do like Beachbody coaches get paid? Because that's not the main reason why I do it. It's good, it's beneficial, but so we sell challenge packs, and so that's the Beachbody On Demand, that's the Shakeology, that's the nutrition, everything like that. So one of those, or whatever you sell, you make 25% off of it. So that's a very good profit. Most things are like 10. Most other companies are like, you make 10%. And so as far as that goes, like, that's pretty darn good. So, and then like, you're obviously building a team of ladies to work with, and that was one huge thing that drove me into coaching, because like, as a working mom, like, you tend to just kind of get in the hustle bustle of just going to work, coming home, taking care of your kids, things like that. What's up?
Can't find my duck calls.
Oh, I'll help you find them in a second. Just give me 1 minute. And so I felt like I needed a group of women who understood me and understood my goals, and just kind of like a community. My husband's a football coach, so he has like his football guys that he would go on like conventions with or clinics with and things like that. And I was like, I want that. Of course they have like best friends from high school, from college, things like that. But they didn't have like the same mindset and the same professional goals as me. And so it's so amazing to have like these group of women to push me in that sort of way. I've never had that before. My friends just are a little bit different, so they don't have the same goals as me like that. So that was like astronomically huge in that, like, I took 8 months to decide if I wanted to coach. And once I was like, felt so strongly about having that community, that's when I pulled the trigger, and I was like, I need this for that, because it was like a year after I had my son, and I was just feeling not like myself. Like, after you have kids, you just kind of feel like you kind of get in the rut of just mom things, and you don't have anything to yourself. And yes, I'm a teacher, but still, I mean, I felt like I needed something that was kind of an outlet for me. And this is totally it. And it's something that I can do, that I'm still pouring myself into other people, but yet I'm spending a lot of the time pouring into myself as well, because I'm pouring into my health and my fitness, where a lot of women lose that. And then I'm also pouring into, we do a lot of personal development, just because exercise and nutrition are like such a mind game, but businesses like this, it's mind stuff. So I really love that, because I was like, I feel like I need to pour into myself, but I'm also helping others like tremendously along the way, which was a great combination for me. So let me know if I didn't address any questions and you're like, okay, yes, you did talk about this, but I have go deeper into that. And I can do another little thing, but I thought that would kind of answer kind of the gist questions, because people are like, I have no idea what you do, because I see stuff, but they still don't know. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm super excited. Keep following me. I'm posting things like all the time. And if you want to just go back at my posts, you can kind of see, and hopefully that'll give you an idea of kind of what I do further. So also, you look oddly, so I think we've met at OSU. I don't know if we actually met or if I just saw you like going around a lot. So let me know if you're like, hey, you look familiar too. So yes, because I went to OSU too. So all right, take care. Bye.